How did someone ruin their life in a matter of minutes? My brother called me at midnight, but before I could pick up the phone, my husband smacked it out of my hand. I jolted and asked what he was doing, but he told me with a petrified face, "I'm on the phone with his neighbor right now. For the love of God, don't pick up that phone." He told me that my brother was on a rampage. I immediately freaked out. The thing about my brother is he's always had a terrible temper as a kid. He's my fraternal twin brother, and I've never felt more different than him. Since we were little, he used to throw hands with anybody that was ready to catch them. He would literally beat up our babysitter every time. When our babysitter figured out how to restrain him, he would use things from my dad's toolbox to hurt her. He ended up slicing open her Achilles heel, and she lost feeling in her foot. Our babysitter was only 16 and needed crutches since then. From that point on, my parents knew my brother was pure evil, and unfortunately, they treated him like that. All through high school, he was in and out of jail, and my parents sort of expected that out of him. They treated him like an animal and wouldn't punish him anymore because they figured he was a lost case. With me, they sent me off to college and were proud of every award, every grade, and every step up I had in my life. While I was in school, my brother was still living in my parents' basement. Every now and then, my mother would call me and confess to me that she needed to kick him out, but she was too scared to. She heard him boxing in the basement at night and was scared that he would hit her again. I asked her what she meant, and she confessed that he had beat her up not long after our father passed away. She said that he only stopped because their neighbor heard everything and called the cops. All of that is to say that when my husband told me my brother was on a rampage, I knew we needed to leave our home immediately. My mom's neighbor was on the phone to my husband, and she said she heard screams of terror from my mom's house that suddenly stopped. We got in the car and started driving, and while on the road, I got a call from the hospital. My mother had passed away. My brother chased her around with a blade and struck her. I cried and cried, but the nightmare still wasn't over. When I fell asleep and woke up in the afternoon, I got another call from the hospital. My brother passed away. After hours of calling and not knowing if it was safe to go home, I finally got some answers. Turns out my brother had taken my mother's life and wrote down a confession, planning to call me because I was the golden child, and he was a monster who decided he was going to play his role. But on the way to my house, he got into a road rage incident and drove himself into a tree, where he instantly passed away.